Family is supposed to be the one thing you can always count on. But let me tell you, nothing prepares you for the day your older brother strolls into a family barbecue holding hands with your younger brother's ex-fiancée like it's a casual Sunday. Once upon a time, okay, about a year ago, I would have bet my savings, not much, but still, that Caleb, my older brother, was the golden standard of humanity. Our mom treated him like he was the second coming of sliced bread. Smart, successful, responsible. The guy could have accidentally set the living room on fire and mom would have blamed faulty wiring. Then came the incident, or as I like to call it, the great relationship robbery. Let me back up a bit. My younger brother, Logan Sweet, caring, the human version of a warm mug of cocoa, was engaged to a girl named Avery. Avery had brains, charm, and the kind of laugh that made you feel like maybe the world was not falling apart. Logan adored her. She seemed to adore him. They were the kind of couple you'd bet on in a romantic comedy. Solid, inseparable, and honestly a bit annoying in their perfection. And then it all imploded. One week, they were arguing over centerpieces and finalizing respond. The next, Avery had called off the wedding and vanished without so much as a "let's just be friends." Logan showed up at my door, looking like he'd aged a decade in a day. His eyes were bloodshot, his voice barely a whisper. She just said she could not go through with it. At first, I thought cold feet. I mean, weddings are stressful. People lose their minds over napkin colors. But 3 days later, we all found out the real reason. Our mom hosted a family get-together in the backyard, as if nothing tragic had occurred. And in walks Caleb, with Avery, holding hands. Let that sink in. Time stopped. I swear even the birds went mute. Riley, our sister, dropped a pitcher of lemonade. It shattered across the patio. I stood frozen, gaping. Caleb just shrugged. The nerve. Avery and I are together now, he announced, like he was unveiling a new line of cologne instead of blowing up the family. Mom's face? Unreadable. Not surprised, not angry, just weirdly calm. That should have been a flashing red sign. "You are kidding," I muttered, my voice quivering. Avery, looking like a guilty middle schooler caught cheating on a math test, avoided eye contact. Caleb wore that smug, "I'm the better sibling" face that's haunted me since childhood. "This is better for everyone," he said, as if he was donating his kidney instead of stealing his brother's fiancée. I lost it. Everyone. What about Logan? Crickets. Logan was not even there to defend himself. So Riley and I did what siblings do best. When the family goes off the rails, we became Logan's unofficial legal counsel. And trust me, it was time for a cross-examination. Later that night, I called Logan. "Did you know about Caleb and Avery?" He was silent for a long time. Then, finally, he said in a hollow voice, "Of course, it was Caleb." That was it. The heartbreak, betrayal all neatly packed in that one sentence. Caleb always wins. Caleb always takes. And our mother always turns a blind eye. Days later, Mom invited us for dinner like it was Thanksgiving and not the emotional Hunger Games. "It's time to move on," she said in that unnerving, calm tone. Riley nearly threw her phone out the window when I told her. We went, not for Mom, not for Caleb, but for Logan. The moment we stepped into that dinner, it was like entering a sitcom from an alternate reality. Caleb and Avery were sitting together like high school sweethearts. Mom acted like it was just another Sunday roast. I kept waiting for Ashton Kutcher to pop out and tell me I was being punked. I asked where Logan was. Mom shot me that look. "You know, the one like I would spill juice on the carpet." "He decided not to come," she said. "No kidding," Riley muttered. We confronted Caleb, asked him point blank, "How could you do this?" His answer, "It just happened." "It just happened?" Riley barked. "Did she trip and fall into your arms?" Avery barely said a word, just kept admiring her mashed potatoes like they held the answers to life's big questions. Finally, she whispered, "It wasn't supposed to happen like this." Translation: she felt bad but not bad enough to not show up holding Caleb's hand. We left that dinner more furious than when we arrived. And that's saying something, considering Riley had spent most of the night sharpening her words into weapons. Later, when we met up with Logan to tell him what Avery admitted how Caleb had spent months planting doubts in her mind, whispering that Logan didn't really love her, he just sat there, quiet. Then he said something that froze us both. "He's done this before." Turns out, this wasn't Caleb's first rodeo in emotional sabotage. Back in high school, Logan made the soccer team until Caleb convinced the coach he was unreliable. Logan got cut. Caleb made varsity. And Mom, she never questioned it. That's when it hit us. Caleb wasn't just impulsive. He was a serial manipulator. Winning was not enough, he had to win at someone else's expense. We decided to confront him one last time. For Logan, for all of us. We stormed into our childhood home like emotional avengers, told Mom we needed to speak to Caleb. She tried to wave it off. Have it we had enough drama. But drama, dear reader, was just getting started. Upstairs, Caleb tried his usual song and dance. "You're blowing this out of proportion," he said. "Relationships end." "No," Riley snapped. "You ended it. You manipulated it. You preyed on Logan's kindness." Then came the kicker. Logan told us about the soccer betrayal, and Caleb's smirk finally cracked. Only for a second, but it was enough. We pressed harder, accused him of using Avery to one-up Logan yet again. His response? "Logan is weak. Avery chose me because I'm better." That's when Mom walked in, just in time for Caleb's audition for Villain of the Year. Even then, she hesitated, tried to smooth it over. "Let's not yell. We can work through this." But not this time. "Either you're with us," I told her, "or with him." Riley added, "You already made your choice, Mom." We left, and for once, Caleb had no comeback, just silence, sweet, glorious silence. Days passed, no calls, no texts, just the sound of a fractured family echoing into nothing. Mom eventually reached out guilt-laced texts about how family should stick together, how you don't know the full story. But then the plot twisted again. One night, I got a call from Caleb. Desperate voice, unshaven. "I messed up," he said. No kidding. Turns out he'd been drowning in debt. And Avery. He saw her as a potential financial lifeboat. Her family was well off, and he thought he could manipulate her into helping him. "You used her?" I asked, jaw dropped. "I didn't mean to," he said, like that made it better. He begged me for help. "We're family." "Oh no, 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 no. You don't get to torch the house and then ask for a glass of water." I told him he needed help, but it wouldn't come from me. Later that night, Riley, Logan, and I sat together for the first time in what felt like forever. I told them everything. Logan wasn't surprised. "He's always been like this," he said sadly. Riley asked if we should tell Mom. "No," I said, "she's chosen her path. Let her walk it." That night, we made a pact. Caleb, not our problem anymore. Mom, she could play favorites all she wanted. We were done. And for the first time in years, I felt light. Like I finally stopped trying to hold a family together that had splintered long ago. Logan looked at us, a quiet smile on his face. "You think we'll be okay?" "Yeah," I said, grinning back. "We'll be okay." And this time, I actually believed it. And there you have it, the tale of how the golden child's crown finally cracked and the rest of us stopped cleaning up his royal mess. If you enjoyed this emotional roller coaster of family drama, betrayal, and the ultimate sibling showdown, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.